Industries, a cement company. The MD of the company, Mr. K. Ravi, joins in to talk about it. Good morning, sir, and thanks so much for joining in. First, if you could quantify the impact of demonetization.
Very good morning.
If you could quantify the impact of demonetization on the company's business, have the sales been impacted, dispatches been lower, and if yes, by how much?
Yeah, the impact on the company is not much. See, first 3-4 days we suffered, particularly in the transport segment. See, transport, when they bring raw materials, earlier we were paying them cash. Similarly, we were paying some advances to the dispatchers also for the truck operators. That, I mean, initially first 1-2 days, I mean, they were insisting for cash. Then when we explained them, see, they started accepting checks.
Okay.
So the impact on the company is almost negligible on account of this demonetization.
All right, Mr. Ravi, good to see that, in fact, you're sounding quite confident. But tell us, in terms of transportation, how much of your transportation do you depend on various transporters? Because they have been telling us that they have been hit. And how much of your transport takes place from within?
Yes, we have about close to 130 trucks of our own.
Okay.
In addition to that, we engage, of course, another 75% we engage from outside.
Okay.
So road transport and very little by rail transport. So that way, absolutely now the current situation is that all of them, they started accepting checks. So absolutely there is no problem as of now, today.
Sir, you're saying from the company's level to the dealer or distributor level, there is no impact because they've now started accepting transaction in the form of credit. But what about from the dealer to the retail level? Has there been any slowdown over there? Is that going to be a problem area? And therefore, at the distributor level, are we going to be stuck with inventory?
Yeah, yes. See, we have dealers, and see, almost 90% of our cement goes through dealer network, and mostly they are in the rural segment. So about few dealers, in fact, they started asking for extra credit. See, normally we give one load credit because we have their deposit, security deposit with us. Some of them, they want 2 loads credit, which basing on the track record of the dealer, we are extending that sort of support. For about 15 days, I think probably they need this support.
All right, Mr. Ravi, so then give us a sense of that, because, you know, the street is expecting that various cement companies, they'll give a higher number of days of credit to dealers. So prior to demonetization, what was the credit? Currently, what is it? And what are they asking for? 15 days, 20 days, what is it?
Yes, see, mostly our dealers, I mean, they were utilizing that cash discount. See, if they pay as advance, in fact, we give them 5 rupees discount per bag. Most of them, they avail that. Now, some of them, they are not in a position to avail that, and they are asking for about 15 days credit for extra load also. In addition to the normal one truck load, they are asking for 2 trucks, and for about 15 days is the time they are asking us.
So again, I come back to my previous question. This is the transaction between the company and the dealers. What about from the dealer to the actual retail segment? Over there, while we understand it doesn't impact the company, but if you could tell us from an industry point of view, dealers are taking the material from you on credit, but have they been able to sell it to the retail market? Will the dealers be stuck with this inventory, which perhaps could later come back and bite the cement companies?
Yeah, very right. See, most of the dealers, see, they want, their customers are not able to pay them cash. Probably that is the reason why they have approached us for this extra credit. So it's, I think, not a temporary phenomena, because I think once the cash flows improves, I think situation will become normal. Because see, we mostly supply to through dealers and to the rural markets. So rural markets are slightly different from the urban markets. They are mostly from the agriculture background. That is the situation.
All right, Mr. Ravi, so you're sounding confident. You're saying it's not going to have a big impact. It's a temporary blip. So give us some sales numbers. In the first half of the year, what were your sales volumes? What was your target for the entire year of FY17? And are you revising the target now?
See, the target is about 15 lakh tons for this year.
Okay.
And in the first half, we have completed, crossed 7 lakh tons.
Okay.
So, and we are fairly confident that we'll be able to achieve our target. This is only, I consider this as only a temporary phase, and things will improve. Normally for cement industry, second half is a better half.
So I ask you, sir.
Definitely, I think we'll be able to make it up, and we'll be able to achieve our target.
And what is your current capacity utilization, sir? Are you looking to up that?
Yes, we are operating close to 73% now.
Oh, that's good.
There's some improvement considering from the first quarter to second quarter, and the target is for 75% will be, I think, achieving this year.
Is there any reason to believe that cement prices, sir, would come down because of what's happened?
See, as you know, cement prices, they keep going up and coming down. There's no hard and fast rule, but right now the margins are fairly okay, and now the government of Telangana, they started purchasing cement for their two-bedroom houses. They are talking about almost 3 million tons.
Okay.
And similarly in Andhra Pradesh, the Polavaram project is on the verge of starting that, and they've also taken up roads in Andhra Pradesh. With all that, I expect second half would be much better.
All right, very quickly then, Mr. Ravi, I was reading a lot of brokerage reports. They are saying that the south part of the country is more organized than North India, so demonetization will have a smaller impact there. That's point number one. And secondly, have the promoters bought from the open market as well in the last 10-15 days? I was looking at some disclosures. I believe they have.
Yes, I have bought some shares, about 40,000 shares, and it won't attract, see, it's not coming under that creeping acquisition or anything of that sort. That's because I had some money, so I bought some shares, and I checked up, and there's no problem in that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.